Just going to do a little video on our graduate program. We're taking on 30 graduates this year, so we're very interested in talking to all of you. That kicks off pretty much now up until June, and then the graduates start, so that's the whole selection process, and the graduates start in September. So if we just play the video, we get an overview of the graduate program, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about Vodafone.
Hi guys, welcome to Vodafone. My name is Brian and I am on this year's Vodafone graduate program. Thinking of joining us? Follow me and I'll show you around. As part of our new ways of working, we're all given a laptop and wireless access, which means we can sit wherever we want throughout the entire building. Today I'm sitting on the consumer floor. Hi guys. Morning. So there'll be positions for 30 new grads in September and applications open on April 1st. Niall here is just in the middle of talking us through his virtual assistant project.
Ask Holly is a virtual assistant we placed on Vodafone.ie. What she does is a user can log in, ask her a question, and she'll just be able to tell the customer what to do without forwarding them onto an actual person. I made it more user-friendly in that customers wouldn't get these kind of robotic automated responses straight away. So the next step is a new grad will come in, take over my role, and hopefully we'll bring Holly up to a better notch again.
It's crucial that everyone here at Vodafone knows and understands our own products and services inside out. That's why here at the Product Playground you can take these latest devices for a test drive. An important part of understanding our customers is to spend some time in the retail stores and to see firsthand just how we interact with them.
You're just back from your retail experience.
Yeah.
Was it beneficial for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's made me more conscious of the impact a commercial idea has on our customers. I think my time in store has allowed me to see our products and services from both perspectives.
Now let's go check out what Merker, our youth proposition executive, has been working on.
One of the biggest projects that I'm working on as Youth Proposition Executive is the Vodafone Campus Tour. Twice a year, we visit campuses all across Ireland, bringing great offers as well as promotions teams and DJs from our radio partners iRadio and Spin. Together with our partners, we get a really good buzz going on campus and generate a lot of positive attention for our brand, making Vodafone more competitive and more relevant in the youth space today.
So as you can see, there really is a huge variety of work that you can do on the grad programme. And part of what makes Vodafone such an interesting place to work is you never know who you might bump into.
Hi Anne, how are you?
Great, how are you, Tierna?
I'm good, thanks. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about the Great Place to Work submission, and I wanted to run through the triathlon photos with you as well.
Very impressive, really good.
It's nice to know that if you ever need a helping hand with anyone, I have my own mentor for help, advice and just career guidance.
Ryan, you ready?
Yeah, go. Okay, so that's my day. I'm off to the gym and I hope you enjoyed the tour. Applications open on April 1st, so make sure you get yours in before then.
So hopefully that gave you some insight in terms of what our graduates, or what you might be doing if you chose to go down the Vodafone route. Just to maybe a little bit of additional colour on that, our graduates join, they do a 6-month rotation. Should I stand over here maybe? So our graduates take a 6-month rotation. So Cormac here beside me actually spent 6 months in technology working in my team. And we're going to get Cormac to talk a little bit about that for a couple of minutes. And now he's working consumer marketing. So you get a real feel for the business in terms of the different sides of the business, because ultimately it all has to hang together for the customer. So a little bit more about Vodafone. So we're Ireland's best network, Ireland's largest network. And we have about 2.4 million customers across fixed and mobile. And fixed is an increasing part of our business. While mobile has been very good, we see the whole area of fixed mobile convergence and being able to deliver a seamless service, whether you're on fixed or mobile, has been a critical thing that our consumers are going to want to do, and enterprise customers over the coming years. And we're doing a lot of that already. As a business in Ireland, we've actually acquired 4 businesses in the last 3 or 4 years. So we acquired Interfusion, which was an IPVPN telecoms provider. We provide Complete Telecom, which is a similar provider. We acquired Cable and Wireless, and we also acquired the BT consumer and small and medium enterprise base. So you can just imagine the degree of change that's driving into our business as we really drive down this fixed mobile journey. And it's really driving. We were just talking before we came out here. Actually, the amount of change in the company is phenomenal, and we're still managing to pull it off and deliver, great success in the marketplace. When you look further afield, obviously Vodafone is part of a global footprint, so we have presence in a lot of the European markets and further afield, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and so forth. So India. So there's a lot of geographic diversity there as well, and those opportunities come as we become an increasingly global enterprise. But in terms of our Ireland business, and my role in particular, I'm the Chief Information Officer. So when I told my sister I was the Chief Information Officer, she had absolutely no idea what I did. You go around telling people what to do. So what I actually do is just basically I'm in charge of IT. So as you can imagine, when you have 2.4 million customers, you need to make sure you have the IT systems and the processes to support those customers and to support the growth that I've talked about in terms of customer acquisition and new company acquisition. So big part of my role is working with our stakeholders in the consumer side of the business or the our enterprise market, understanding what products and services they want to bring to market, understanding what capabilities they need, and then looking at what we can deliver. And a huge part of that is strong collaboration cross-functionally, and that's one of the main reasons why we actually use the graduates to get experience across both sides of the business. And that really, we really look for people who have a mix of both technology and business, because we're an increasingly technical world. So that gives its own opportunity to our people. We look for people with diversity. If you've got technology skills, great. You'll be able to develop those and strengthen those further. And we'll also give you the opportunity to go and work in consumer marketing and really show those people the types of things that are possible with the new products and services that we're delivering. I guess a few things about we basically have Ireland's largest network. We have obviously a 2G, a 3G, and now we're also rolling out a 4G network. So for those of you who are on the engineering side, long-term evolution, being able to offer speeds of up to uncontended 75 megabits per second, but normal use you'd expect 20 to 30 megabits per second over mobile. Today we can do that at a subset of our sites in Ireland, around 40% coverage, but we're going to see a lot of growth. And over the next 3 years, if you're going to be in the technology function in Vodafone, we're going to be visiting every single site in the country and upgrading those sites so we can deliver these faster and higher speeds. So there's about 3,000 sites. So that's a big part of our differentiation, is to be able to have that geographic coverage and geographic reach to be able to give our customers the service they expect. Just a couple of other small points. We're the only network in Ireland that actually delivers high definition voice. So I don't know any of you who've been in a pub late on a Friday night and you get a call and you're trying to pretend maybe you're not in the pub or something. Maybe you don't have that problem. But it's basically our network is the only network that muffles out all the background noise. So we are a leader in terms of investment in network, investment in new technology, and maybe I've done enough talking now. So hand over to Cormac, let him tell you a little bit about what he's been doing over the last couple of months, and then we'll close with questions.
Cool. Thank you. So while it's all very interesting hearing what managements from these different companies are saying, you're probably trying to think, what is it actually like for a graduate? I only graduated last October, so I got my robe on and I got my certificate. I feel really lucky for being in the Vodafone program, and no, I'm not being paid to say that. What made it really appealing is the fact that I'm not defined who I am by my degree. So my degree was in software systems, which is basically programming. And I applied for a few different companies and I got accepted to another company. I'm not going to name them, but they basically said between 3 to 5 years, all you're going to be is a Java programmer. that terrified me, having a defined, strict role set on me. One of the great appeals of the Vodafone graduate program is that you get to move around to different parts of the business. So, as Donagh was saying, my first rotation was in my core area, which was technology, and I'm actually, since the beginning of March, in my second area, which is marketing. Nothing to do with what I did in my degree. It's terrifying, it's challenging, but it's a lot of fun, and it's doing something completely new. The fact that I have the chance to do that, it's given me an opportunity to realise if the 5 years I spent or 4 years I spent getting the degree was worth it, if it's an actual area of interest. It gives me a broad range of views across the business, not just technology. So exactly why would you apply to the Vodafone graduate programme? Well, the opportunity of Vodafone is the second largest networks company across the world. We're only behind China Mobile in terms of subscribers. So you have the chances to go across the world to other countries to work there as well. Great international opportunities. There's the pay, of course, so it's good pay, and the lunch as well, good canteen. Modern buildings. So it's a lot of my classmates, they got stuck in jobs where they're pretty much in a basement or the IT department, staring at a wall with a computer in front of them. Not the case in Vodafone. You actually get to sit wherever you like, all across the business. The CEO doesn't have an office. Donagh here doesn't have an office. They sit. You can end up sitting right beside him on a day. You never know who you're going to sit beside. That's one of the other great appeals. You're not seen as just a lowly graduate. You're actually valued highly in the company, and you can actually make changes. So some of the things I'm working on are actually happening. They're actually going to change how the company's going. And it's not just myself, but it's other graduates. So the fact that you can implement change in such a big company is hugely valuable. And it's great for your CV as well, guys. So definitely a bonus there. What else? I had a load of things to say and I've completely lost on my head being up here. Yeah, probably.
Well, we're time for questions, yeah?
Yes, go for it.
So any questions on that, guys?
Questions that you might be afraid to ask him, but you wouldn't be afraid to ask a fellow graduate? Go for it.
What's the typical background for somebody entering this graduate course?
Okay. So my background was in software systems. Some of the other guys in engineering, a few of the other guys in marketing. It's quite broad. And it's quite varied, so what I'd say is I'd apply. No matter what your background, definitely apply, because your skill set can be brought to it. Actually, good thing you asked. One of the other chaps here, I don't see him, was telling me that he didn't want to apply because all of his experience was in retail. I actually come from a retail background as well, doing 5 years in August, and yet I can still bring those things that I've learnt into Vodafone. So no matter what your background, definitely don't just see Vodafone as a telecoms provider or a network or what can you do in Vodafone. You can do anything.
We're actually one of the biggest retailers in Ireland. We've got a store in most towns. I think we have a footfall of about 7 or 8 million. So, I mean, it's a major challenge for us. I think to answer your question up there as well, we're very keen to get people with a technology background. When we started off the graduate program, for perfectly honest, we let the marketing guys out, and all we got was marketing people. So from a technology point of view, we're very keen that technology is a big part of our business. We basically have a network. That's what we sell. So of those 30 positions I was talking about at the start, we would want probably about 15 to come from a technology background, but obviously the mix from the other disciplines is also valued. But no, that we welcome diversity, but also deep technical skills.
Yep.
Other than through your graduate program, what are opportunities like for graduates coming in? Say they don't get into the program. Is there any recruitment opportunity for them?
There is our primary way of taking graduates in is through the graduate program. And there are jobs which are advertised on Vodafone.ie. So you're right that we do take people into direct intake as well. Typically, you'll be competing with people who have maybe a couple of years experience. That might be a bit more challenging. One other thing that we also do is a technology internship program for those of you not graduating this year, but over the next couple of years, we run what we call the internship program. I have one person starting in my team next week. We've got 4 more, and then we'll be opening that up again in February of next year, also on the website. So there's different intake programs.
Just to add to that, you do not want to go into a full-time job without having used the fact that you're a graduate to your advantage. The graduate program opens doors that you wouldn't get. So, for example, we have colleagues that would be envious of the fact that we're graduates, because we can interact with people in different ways. We can screw up in ways and not be blamed fully because we're graduates. So definitely take advantage of that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Actually, when we were doing the laptop refresh, because we were moved to latest technologies and laptops, the graduates were the first to get it. Everybody was really jealous. But other things like that, graduates get very high profile projects. Like you're not set, photocopying things in the corner. You're actually given very high profile projects to give you an opportunity to stretch and to grow, and also to fail, because I mean that is going to happen. But you're going to be given enough support to make sure that you succeed. I haven't. None of the graduates have had many major screw-ups that I know of.
Keep it secret.
Anything else, guys? No. All right. Well, listen. We'll be out in the pod outside. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.